Sinavena vacham malam sharita shachare dekenam yopakarotam pravamunina patenjalim pran jalila natusmin Gently opening our eyes. And let's begin. First, we'll come into seated lotus. Coming to sit on our mat. If it's too much, you can always just stay crisscross applesauce. You can come to lift one ankle on your opposite thigh, or you can put both ankles on opposing thighs. We'll gently close our eyes. Since I have horrible ankles, I played 3 years of volleyball, so I'm gonna try with just my left ankle over my right thigh. We'll gently come to close our eyes. Proud chest. And deep breaths. In and out. Really making sure to expand our bellies. In and out. Being mindful of your breath. Gently, either you can release or you can stay in your lotus pose. Gently begin to rotate your shoulders forward. Nice and slow. Shoulders go near your ears and down. Big circles. And start warming up our body. And backwards. Kind of bringing your shoulder blades together. And slowly we will begin to stop what we're doing and rotate our necks. Full circle. Ear to shoulder. Ear to shoulder. One more. And opposite direction. Whew. All right, so we gently stop. We'll stay seated. We will take our left hand upwards with an inhale. We'll take our right hand to our left knee, and then we will bend to our right side. lower you are to your mat, the better of a stretch you'll get. Release, left hand comes down. If you need to, you can wiggle it out. We're all getting older. It's okay, this is your practice. Me as a yoga teacher, I'm always here to help guide the practice, but I'm not here to make you and force you to do whatever move I choose to do, if that makes sense. So, hands on the mat, left arm comes up onto your right knee, right arm on an inhale comes up, and on an exhale, you'll bend over to your left side. Release, breathing out, coming back to that sitting position. And we're gonna go over to tabletop, a very neutral spine position. Hands come to our mat, feet untucked. And we're gonna arch our back towards the sky. Bellies come to our spine. So sucking in. Inhale, coming to cow. Looking up, our spine and our belly troughs towards the mat. Exhale. Inhale, troughing the belly towards the mat. Sending our hips back, opening our knees, coming into child's pose. No working out right here, just relaxing. Throughout the video, you'll hear my little puppy running. She may even be in frame. She's scratching her summer coat away. But she just loves to be out and next to me. So she's just super sweet. I love her. Her name's Latte. Do you have a pet? Excuse you, ma'am. Hugging our toes, sending our hips towards the ceiling or downward dog, and we're gonna pedal it out. If you happen to hear anything, that's just my dog. While in downward dog, we should be looking at our belly button, spine straight. And we'll jump forward in between both of our hands for the start of our sun salutation. So you can bend your knees and jump towards the front of your mat. Or, like me, who had a knee injury about a week ago, I've found that I can do all of this. My jumping is just not very good. It's not as great as it used to be. So, I'm sorry for that. Please work with me, and we'll get there. All right, so we'll start with a full forward fold. Forward fold. And slowly coming to standing. On an inhale, your arms will come up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, arms up. Back bend. Full forward fold. Half forward fold. Hands come to the mat and we jump back. Left foot in between our hands. There are many different variations of sun salutation, some easier, some harder. Whatever helps you, you pick. Back. Chaturanga. Hands and knees stay on the mat, hips send back, chest and chin to the ground, coming into Cobra. Planting our toes, downward dog, and jump forward. Full forward fold. Half forward fold. Coming to standing. Arms come up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, hands up. Back bend. Full forward fold. Jump back. Right foot forward on our mats. Right leg back, chaturanga. Knees touch our mat, hips send back, chest and chin to the ground for cobra. Tucking our toes, downward dog. And jumping forward. Slowly coming up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, arms up. Back bend. Full forward fold. Half forward fold. Jump back. Left foot forward. Foot back. Chaturanga. Hands and knees to the mat. Sending our hips back. Chest and chin. Move forward for cobra. Downward dog. And jumping forward. Full forward fold here. Slowly coming up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, arms up. Back bend. Full forward fold. Half forward fold. Plant hands on the mat. Right leg forward. In between your toes. All right. Right leg back. Chaturanga. Knees on our mat. We push back, hips pushed back, chest and chin to the ground, pulling ourselves forward for cobra. Looking up. Tucking our toes, coming into downward dog. Jumping forward. Full forward fold. Now forward fold. Coming to standing. Hands come up on an inhale. Slowly coming up to standing. All right. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, arms up. Back bend. Full forward fold. Half forward fold. Hands to our mat. Jump back. Left leg forward for low lunge. With every inhale, you're pulling down for more of a stretch. Okay. Both legs back. Chaturanga. Knees on the mat. Hips sit back. Chest and chin towards the ground. Pull forward for cobra. and we're gonna hold. Sending our hips back, tucking our toes. Taking a minute if needed, and then coming directly into downward dog. And hold. Whenever you're ready, jumping forward. Full forward fold here. Taking our time this try. Half forward fold. Taking every vertebrae upwards like you have a little marionette attached to you. Slowly come into standing. Inhale. Hands come up. Exhale. Heart center. Here we're gonna have our arms come up on an inhale, gently setting them down for a full forward fold. We're gonna grab our opposite elbows, take our feet about a foot apart, and we're gonna sway back and forth. Very slow, very precise. Let your head hang. We'll come back into a fold. And this time we're going to place our hands, our palms, on the bottom of our feet. So step up one by one and place your palms on your feet. Standing on your hands and just relaxing here. It's always at the calmest times that your dog has to shake. Untucking our toes. We're lifting our left foot, placing our hand on our mat, and then lifting our right foot, taking our hands out. We'll come to standing. We'll bend our knees, shake it out. And then we'll come to place our hands on our hips. We'll take our left leg, planting our right foot into the mat. We'll take our left leg forward. And we'll hold it here, about 5 inches above the mat. Slowly releasing our left foot back to our mat. Pedaling it out if you need. And then planting our left foot into the mat, taking that right foot, hands are still on our hips. We will send our right foot up about 5 inches. Slowly placing our right foot back on the mat, turning our feet inwards. We're going to take our feet about 4 feet apart at a 45-degree angle. Hands come out. They will be diagonal with your ears, the tips of your fingers. And we're going to come into goddess pose. So slowly bringing down our hips. Feet and knee align for a goddess pose. And here we'll hold. Really digging your toes into your mat. You can even go lower on your squat if you want. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly coming back up. Hands go on our mat. So while in this seated position, we'll bring our legs back. Our legs, our knee and our foot will align. We'll bring out our thighs and our hips. We'll bring our elbows and our hands to clasp together for frog pose. Here, you can choose to lay your forehead on your hand. You could relax. Just taking time to open your hips. Release. Placing your hands on the mat and then gently lift up both knees. Now bringing your hips backwards and extending your arms, we come into puppy pose, relaxing our forehead onto the mat. Reaching our hands as far up as we can. release. And sending our right leg under our left hip, extending our left leg for pigeon pose. Coming down, fully folding over. Coming out of pigeon pose, we'll take our right leg back and our left leg under our right hip. You can stay on your elbows or you can fully fold over. Release. Wiggle it out if you need to. And come back into puppy pose. Untucked feet, hands at the front of your mat. I lost my clip of coming out of puppy pose and into a seated position, so we're just gonna do the good old fade in. So once you come out of your puppy pose, come to a seated position. We'll come to lay on our backs, untucking our legs. We'll take a minute. Hands come to our sides. We'll bend our knees and we'll shoot our legs to the ceiling. Hands come to lay on your hips for a shoulder stand. bring our feet behind us for plow pose. Hands come to extend behind us. Bending our knees next to our ears. We'll send our left leg back and our right leg back down to the mat. Hands come under our hips, chest towards the sky, and the top of your head touches your mat for fish pose. Releasing your hands, palms come up, feet splayed to your side, eyes closed. Relaxing into Savasana. No work here, all the work you've done already. So let's close our eyes, get comfortable, and when it's time, I'll wake you up. begin to wake up the body by wiggling your toes, making a fist, wiggling your fingers. You're going to rotate your head side to side. And on an inhale, you'll take your right leg over to your left side. Palm comes to the mat, and we push ourselves up into a seated position. Again, we'll take our deep breaths, inhaling. And exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Hands come to heart center. We bow to our practice. We say namaste. Coming back up. And slowly begin to open your eyes. So I wanted to speak a little bit about Yogamu and what it means to me. Over the last year, things have been really tough. Lots of moving, lots of growing pains, children, dogs, etc., whatnot, you know? In tandem to moving, we moved across the world. We used to be in the US, now we are in South Korea. And I think something that has kept me balanced has been Yogamu. Going, having that schedule, looking forward to the recorded sessions, just because the recorded sessions are so helpful, especially because we're all over the world, and I can't always catch a class. You know, in the US it might be 9 p.m., but over here it's 7 a.m. And for me, I definitely have things going on in the mornings. We're moving, but when I can sit down for a recorded class and fully focus on each teacher, it helps me so much. Every teacher that I've sat in for a class knows what they're doing. They're kind. They're not going to call you out in front of everybody and say you're doing this wrong. And I know for me that's a big thing. I do not like being called out and you're doing this wrong, and then they're just mean to you, because how do you learn if you're uncomfortable? But yeah, some of my favorite things were learning about the different types of yoga, the different branches, the different arms. Oh, and my favorite was learning about the chakras. I am big into spirituality, and learning about each one of your chakras. Oh my gosh. Of course, my favorite is the heart chakra. Just because if you truly believe in things, you can manifest. Good things will come to you, just like you can manifest bad things coming to you. And with yoga, I think that we choose to, you know, we're not always going to show up our best selves, but we're going to show up and we're going to take our time. We're going to do the work, And eventually, after maybe 10 minutes of yoga, 30 minutes of yoga, an hour of yoga, you're gonna start to feel better. Your bones are gonna start to not ache so much. That lactic acid, if you work out a lot. I used to work out a lot before we moved. Now, not so much, but before I moved, I would have my gym session for an hour, and then I would come in at the end of the day, after work, whatever, and sit in on a live class and stretch. Getting that lactic acid out, stretching your muscles, and working on balance. I've learned through Yogamu that balance is what's going to help us when we're older, because when you're older, you tend to not have as good as balance. You fall, you break a bone. It's not going to heal as fast as if I would have fallen and hurt my knee the other day. It's healed now. I'm okay. I can jump a little bit forward, right? But when I'm older and if I fall and I can't catch myself and I hurt my knee, it's gonna take way longer to heal. So things like I'm more focused on balancing, hip opening exercises. I think that learning also how to take care of yourself, like there's a cooking class, there's yoga therapy, which I'll be hopefully starting next after this. There's so much more to yoga than meets the eye, than what we give it credit for. And I just have to thank Yogamu. Tamerlane was my first teacher. And she really stood out to me. Ajay, he was also, I would come into his class every single night. I just appreciate their willingness. Deepak, he's also wonderful. Nicola, I love his breathing classes. Sitting in on a breathing class, we're not looking at how good breathing can be for you and for the body. The first breathing class I attended, I have asthma, and it's not really activated as much by the deep active breathing that we're doing. It's more like if I'm running or anything like that. But the deep breathing and the active fast breathing, in, out, in, out, in, out, changes your day. So I cried, I laughed after coming out of some of these classes. And I just don't know how to express my gratitude for Yogamu enough. But I just want to thank you for watching my video. This is my 300-hour submission. I want to say namaste, and thank you so much. Yeah.